Hey guys, Gary J. Today we're looking at a very interesting cell to me, and this is called the Paramecium bassaria. Paramecium bassaria. And what makes it really interesting to me is that you have a single cell, the paramecium, and then you have these green organelles inside of it. You see they're individuals all clumped up, and these are called symbiotic corella, and they're floating in the cell's cytoplasm. And the corella here, they serve a purpose in helping this cell to survive. They have kind of a relationship, a union between the two of them. Normally, the paramecium might devour them, but in this case, it doesn't because it helps him. And so, what the corella does, these little green round objects, organisms here, is that they, through photosynthesis, convert light into sugar and oxygen and other chemicals that feed this paramecium. So it feeds them. And in return, the paramecium protects it from viruses and predators that might try to destroy these green corella. So I find that very interesting. These two can live together in conjunction like this. And the lifespan of the paramecium is multiplied 2 or 3 times because of these little green corella organisms inside of it. So, why can't we all just get along? So, and these have like two contracting vacuoles, generally in parameciums. Another thing too is that we're going to speed this up to 4x, so you can see these corellas spinning around a little bit faster. And you have these ciliate hairs all the way around the paramecium too, which propel it through the water. Now this is like 2000x right here, so we can see a little bit better on these corella, little green round organisms here. And so they are indeed pretty amazing. And he's becoming more active now. He's just spinning around. Now this is called a copepod cyclops. They move kind of in this jerky fashion right here, but they can be pretty fast if they want to be. This is probably female here, because she's got a larger thorax body there. And they had this red spot right there, and that's the eye. So that's one reason this copepod is called the cyclops. And they have these long antennas that come out from the head there where the eye is, these long antennas. They have like two sets. One's called the antennual, and the other's the regular antenna, which is a smaller one. But we're just looking at the body of this one right here, and you see a little bit of movement there, and kind of like the thorax area. And here it's kind of perched there on a piece of algae. And you see that red eye. These have a armored exoskeleton, which is pretty interesting. They can be fairly tough. And the females carry eggs, kind of like an egg sac on the side of them. But they can live for about 3 months. They create this slime around them in some situations, and they can live for about 3 months. But they are again pretty quick, and you can see through them pretty good. You can see that red eye right there. And they have the little ones in the larva stage, which I'll show you that Junior there. And Junior is he's kind of interesting. He doesn't look really anything like this here, but we'll take a look at him and see. Okay, we're looking for Junior here, and in this slide here, you see that everything's moving here, and that's partly maybe some of the water evaporating on the cover slide. But looking up here and to the left right there with center, this is Junior Cyclops here, the little guy. And doesn't look anything like the adult Cyclops. But as we get a little bit closer to him, you'll see he has a red eye too. So um, these are super fast. I mean, that 50 mile per hour, I mean, they can hit it, I'm sure. Uh, but you don't always see them standing still like this right here. And we're kind of like looking into the body. I'm just adjusting uh, the contrast here. And with a microscope, you have to adjust the aperture, the condenser sometime, and the main light source to get the perfect picture that you're trying to get. But you can see the red spot there at the top, at 12 o'clock position there. And you can see inside him here some movement there going on. And you see him move right there. Now he's in water, and yet, I mean, it's like a bullet. They can move so quickly. But they are pretty amazing when you think about these cyclops. Some say there are over 20,000 different species of them. And small fish love cyclops. It's a good food for them. Some people raise cyclops just for food for fish and other types of creatures as well. And this little cyclops here will molt several times until he finally looks like the adult. So they go into that molting stage. But they are crustacean. They are found in